28851, turn right heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established.
Hey everyone, welcome to DJ's Aviation. A video covering the recent news surrounding Primera Air has been heavily requested across all my social media platforms. I didn't want to rush the writing of this script for the video and wanted to make sure I conducted it in the most respectful manner possible. Often in scenarios like this, people are quick to criticise the appalling service, potentially the poor management strategy, and other things alike. So I would like to take the time now to give all my backing to the employees of Primera who have now lost their job. Budget airline Primera Air has now formally said that they'll be ceasing all operations from today. In a statement on their website, they said, "On this sad day, we're saying goodbye to all of you." This statement came after an employee for the airline shared an email they received detailing the ceasing of operations. This circulated Twitter late last night. Now, I will not be reading out the full email as it will take a couple of minutes, but it will be up on your screen now, so take the opportunity to pause the video and go through it if you wish. Why is this happening? Many have blamed it on the business strategy of Primera Air. The airline structured its operations around Stansted and Birmingham. It offered low-cost flights from these locations to North America. This included Washington, Newark, and Toronto. On top of this, in September, the airline announced that it planned to launch additional routes from Madrid to New York, Boston, and Toronto. These flights would be priced at just $172 each way. This is what you'd find a typical Melbourne to Sydney flight costing with a premium airline like Qantas. From what I've seen, many people question this move from the airline right from the get-go and believe that Primera's while positive vision was moving far too rapidly and it would later come back to bite. This view on the airline was correct, and on Monday the 1st of October, travellers were stranded at various airports after hearing announcements saying that their flight had been cancelled. These travellers are stranded because of the immense costs now facing them if they do wish to get back home. That cost for some travellers has actually been quoted at €2,000, which is a lot of money. This has come about because the airline is informing passengers that they will need to make their own travel arrangements to eventually return to the UK. More simply, the airline noted that it had failed in attempting to secure long-term financing to keep the airline afloat. They had absolutely no choice but to file for bankruptcy. BBC News have pinpointed the fall of the airline on their will to compete with the likes of Norwegian. This airline offers budget fares from Gatwick to America, and they are quickly becoming known as a transatlantic airline, rivaling the likes of British Airways. The airline has encountered a lot of success despite their 787 issues. Primera noted this and wanted to do the same. However, their rapid progression happened probably too fast according to most. The airline though has blamed Airbus who didn't get them their aircraft on time, which led to the cancellation of certain flights, in turn leading them to losing money and going to the state they're at now. Ultimately, I am not very knowledgeable on the history of Primera, so I cannot fully say that this was expected. I'm solely going off what I've seen on various social media platforms. For instance, just through some Google searches and reading of some reviews, the airline certainly didn't receive positive feedback, but I'm sure some of you watching this video who may have actually flown with the airline or just have a better understanding than me will give me a better idea in the comment section below. And let me know there, was this coming from the beginning? Has this been a rapid decline? I'd be very interested to hear. I'd like to thank you very much for watching this video of mine, and I hope it did inform you a little bit more on the situation unfolding right now with Primera. I do look forward to you all joining me in the next one.